what I think forensics does is build in high school students um, three different things. I think of creativity. I think of the ability to go out to write a speech, to perform a play, um, to be able to build those creative juices. I think um, lends itself to developing a long term perspective on what you want to do and who you want to be, and starts to really create in you your identity. I also think of the character it builds in students. I think of dressing professionally on a Saturday morning, getting up early, taking the school bus, being there all day, giving up your entire Saturday, and being professional about it, and entering a room and introducing yourself and conducting yourself in a professional manner builds incredible character in people. But most of all, I think it's the confidence it builds in people. Um, there are students who won't raise their hand in class, and they'll join forensics and they'll get up on a stage and they'll perform in front of dozens of people. The life-changing confidence that puts in students is incredible, and there's nothing else that can provide that for students. I see students who are afraid to talk to other people, and they go up and they give a speech, and you're just like, wow, and the praise that they get, and if they beat just one other person in that room, that builds so much confidence in them, confidence they probably didn't previously have, whether it's in public speaking or anything else. I'd love to start and build a forensics program at my school, in particular because we don't have a lot of opportunities for students to develop leadership capabilities. We have a student council, we have athletics, but we don't have a program for the student who's not good at basketball or the student who's not the most popular child in the class. And I think forensics is for those other students who are trying to have a voice, trying to find their identity. So long term, I would love to see a forensics program built at our school. Our kids need things to put on their resumes for college, as we continue to try to push them toward college. But they also need to have those life experiences. Where I grew up in the suburbs, there were lots of opportunities, and forensics was one of many opportunities. One that I found most rewarding, and I think, I've seen hundreds of people at a time, hundreds of students at a time find most rewarding. But in an urban education environment, there aren't a lot of those opportunities. There aren't the yearbooks and the spirit squads and the cheerleading and the science clubs and everything like that, where it would be an incredibly valuable opportunity for students to find their voice.